Hey there, thank you so much for coming back to join me for today's video. So I wanted to do a makeup look using makeup that is geared towards maturing skin, aging skin, stuff like that. And I'll be honest, like I have a few pieces, but I've never put them all kind of together. So I'm excited to do that. I have stuff from CoverGirl, L'Oreal, Artistry, even stuff from Dollar Store. So if you'd like to see me create a look and see if it makes any kind of difference, also going to be trying to do more age-appropriate makeup, which I don't think is actually a thing, but I want to see how it's going to look. So if you want to see that, then please keep on watching. So my skin is washed and moisturized, and so I'm being all positive and stuff, and then I'm going to be negative. So I do agree that for most people, as you age, your skin probably does get drier. I still have combination skin. I have enlarged pores, which that's also a thing. Your skin texture does change. So yeah, I'm totally fine with that. I know that that does happen, but I am going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So you know how e.l.f. sent me that brand new liquid one after my mom passed and everything, when I was gutting my house? Yeah, threw it away, I guess, because I cannot find it anywhere, so I must have tossed it. So I'm just putting it in my super porous areas. I had a mirror. Where did my mirror go? I had one. Why does this always happen to me? My goodness gracious. So I'm going to try to do my brows, trying to follow the natural shape a little bit, and trying to fill mostly the above. I know they say don't touch the above, right? But as you age, your brows do start to droop. So if you try to fill it, like if you're trying to add fullness, do it at the top of the brow. So per the usual, I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes. I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Power Multi-Effects palette, and this is in Solara, and it is really, really pretty. So, but once again, a little bit more natural, not a ton of color. They do have some shimmers, but they're like a super, like there's one super glittery shade, the rest are kind of smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this for my eyes. And I don't know where. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to go in with a little bit of concealer for the eyeshadow primer. So I don't have, like, do they even make eyeshadow palettes for aging eyes? They probably do. Do you remember when, what was that brand? They're years ago, oh, Olay. So Olay used to have a makeup brand. If you're my age or older, you probably remember that. But yeah, I remember my local Shopco had it. It was pretty expensive for back then. I think like an eyeshadow palette was like $7, you know, back 20 years ago. And yes, that was expensive because we had like NYC, and e.l.f. was like, nothing was over $1. So now e.l.f. has stuff that's like $20 skincare, which don't get me wrong, I do like e.l.f., but yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do mostly mattes because that's supposed to like help aging eyes, because if you do have creping or wrinkles, sorry, I've got those little white eye streams, I don't know what they are, but anyway, so if you use a matte, it's going to help to kind of glide over those wrinkles, creases, stuff like that. So I guess we are just going to go ahead, and I'm going to start with Dusk Dipped, which is the shade right here. It's going to have a pretty orange. I'm just using a large eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to be pretty much packing this on most of the actual lid. I'm gonna leave just the outer corner blank. That way I can add a darker shade there. So I'm going to go into the shade right next to it, which is Atomic Umber, which is just a step up. And I'm just going to be putting that on my outer corner. Okay, so that's the eye look so far. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a transition shade. So let's do that. Just going in with a clean brush just to buff, make sure everything's not super harsh. I'm going to go in with Tantazzled, which is this shade right here. Okay, just a really kind of basic, matte, warm eye look. So not my favorite kind of look, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and move on to skin. Now that our primer's been sitting for a minute, I'm going to be going in with the CoverGirl plus Olay Simply Ageless Foundation, has broad spectrum SPF, instant wrinkle define. I got a medium light. And I have used this once before, I think. So, okay. It does come with a little spongy sponge. Not going to use that, but it's cool that it does come with that. I remember when this first came out years ago, but it does have the Olay swirl in it, which is cool. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this foundation brush to apply it. So, to get it on the skin. I'm going to be trying to go in with less foundation as well, because that can definitely age you if you have too much product sitting on the skin. So, why did I close this? They are so hard to open. color might be a little deep, but I guess I'd rather go a little deep than too light. I've learned my lesson on that. So I'm going to just go in with one of these paddle brushes. Like I said, I have not used one of these in forever. I'm going to see how it blends stuff out. It's funny how things go in and out of fashion and style and stuff, because I remember when these were all the rage. Every brand was coming out with dupes for them, you know? Okay, so didn't go in with a ton of foundation, and actually this is what it's looking like. It's actually looking quite nice on the skin. I just have the really bad habit if I want everything covered with my foundation, which that's not what foundation is actually for, and I know it's, you know, it's for evening out the skin tone, but yeah, I just want it to cover everything. That's what concealing's for, so I just need to get used to that, but yeah, I think it looks nice on the skin. I will take a picture of everything out in the like natural lighting and everything. So, but I do think it's looking pretty on the skin, and I think the color adjusted very nicely. So I do like this. I think when I first tried it years and years and years ago, I think it was too heavy and too emollient for my skin. So I need to go in with a color corrector just because my skin is a little, is this broken already? Yep, it is. Oh, that's awesome. Go in there. Okay, so yeah, I need to go with color correcting underneath my eyes. I'm using the Catrice Ultimate Camouflage Cream, and I'm just going to be going in with that same foundation brush to apply it underneath my eyes and any kind of like really like deep discoloration. Okay, so once again, I'd usually go in with a lot more color corrector, but trying to use less product. Two different concealers that could be good for anti-aging or maturing skin. One of them actually is from a maturing skin line, and that is the Be Pure Essentially Ageless Hydrating Serum Concealer, and then the also Be Pure Hydrating Under Eye Concealer. So both of these are really, really good. I think I'm going to go in with this one though from the Essentially Ageless line. It is pretty nice, so I'm going to go in with this. And once again, I'm going to try to go in with less concealer. For underneath the eyes, I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Cover Tox 10 Wrinkle Therapy Face Powder. It is hard to find, but you can still find it sometimes on Amazon, on Physicians Formula's website, those kind of places. So it is a really, really nice powder, and I do like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick some up. So it's very smoothing, and I have been using this off and on for years. So it is worth looking for, in my opinion. Okay, so do a little bit of like micro baking. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off right now. Just literally to help set everything, you know what I mean? Oh, there it is. I was like, where did my brush go? going in with a powder, like face setting. This is the Artistry Loose Powder, and this is in medium. Doesn't really look like medium, so. I am also an overpowderer just because of my skin being combo, so. Okay, so we're gonna start out with this much, which is probably still too much, but baby steps. Okay, so I'm just gonna swirl my brush in, and it's pretty much picked up all of it. I'm gonna make sure I get it worked into the bristles. I'm gonna tap it in. Okay, so powder's on. That powder feels really nice. I'm liking it so far. So I do have to say that I do think that my skin does look smoother. I feel like I have a lot less texture. Are the under eyes perfectly concealed? No, they're not. But I do feel like everything does look a little bit smoother, so cool. I'm okay with that. I'm going to be going with some bronzer. I was going to go in with some light contour, but I changed my mind. We're just going to go with some bronzer, and I'm going in with the Revlon Skin Lights. This is a really pretty, slightly shimmery bronzer, but it's not too much, I don't think. So I'm going to be going in with a stipple brush, just because stipple brushes are kind of like the most natural way to apply colored face products, just because of how you have the longer, not as dense bristles at the top and then slightly denser bristles at the bottom, so. Okay, so bronzer applied beautifully. I'm going to be going with some blush, and it is from an actual, so yeah, this is from the L'Oreal Age Perfect line. This is the blush in ombre, something like that. It's a really, really pretty, rich, really pretty color, so I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to be going in with that same stippling brush. I'm just going to be picking up a little bit and tapping off any excess. As you do age, you can become a little bit more sallow, a little bit more pale and everything. I'm already pale, but I think that's a really pretty blush. I am going to go in with highlighter because no matter what, I'm always going to love highlighter. I'm super excited to try this because I've never tried one of these before. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is Nicole Guerrero, but here's the thing. I'm not going to go in with a shade that's too light, and I'm not going to go in with too much, which is difficult for me. I don't even know what shade to go with. Okay, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with Forever Young, which is this shade right here, and I'm just going to pick up just a little bit, and I'm going to tap off quite a bit of it. Okay, so a lot better than I usually do. Okay, so something I'm going to do so that way it kind of blends in even more is I'm going to go back in with that stipple brush. I'm not going to add any more blush or anything. I'm just gently going to tap right over it. This will help to get it blended out a little bit nicer. Beautiful. Okay, so this is where we're sitting. I think it looks pretty nice. I am not going to put any makeup on my lower lash line, which once again is one of those things that's hard for me. But so far, I am thinking that it's looking pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my brows with some brow gel and some setting spray. I'll come back and we will do lashes and lips. So I'll be right back. So I went ahead and I found my mirror. I was sitting on it, I know. I curled my lashes and I'm going to be going in with the CoverGirl. This is the Lash Plumping Mascara. This is from their like anti-aging line. So go in with some of this. I have used this off and on. Has a really nice like curved teddy bear brush, which I do prefer those. Don't really like plastic bristled, but and it's definitely very, very volumizing. Going in with the L'Oreal Age Perfect lipstick. This is in Flaming, and it's got one of those like moisture cores. I am going to line my lips. I'm not great at this, but I'm going to try. As we age, we start losing volume in the lips. My lips are extremely crooked as it is anyway, so we're going to try. We're going to try real hard. Oh, sorry, this is just the Essence Soft Contour in, I don't know what shade because it's all faded off, so. Pretty color. So this is the finished look using as much anti-aging makeup as I possibly could and using some tips and tricks that have been around for ages on adjusting makeup for aging skin, eyes, stuff like that. I do think it's really, really pretty. Is it my favorite type of look? No, just for me because I like heavier highlighter. I like shimmer on the eyes. Am I going to stop doing those things? No, I'm not. But something I did learn, and I've gone on and off trying to do this, not using as much base products, not using as much concealer, stuff like that. So I do think it turned out really, really pretty. I definitely think cutting down on the amount of powder that I used, stuff like that, I definitely think that does help. And I do think not putting shadow or mascara on my bottom lash line, I definitely think that helps as well. I like the lip liner, still a little crooked, a lot better than I usually do. But yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. But let's go see what it looks like in actual natural lighting outside, because we actually are pretty sunny today. It's cold, but we're actually pretty sunny. Literally, my eye's gonna burn. Okay, I'm gonna have my eyes closed, but. So yeah, definitely looks a little bit different. Still have skin texture showing, but I do think using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer did help with that because I do have a lot of pores. I had acne growing up. Pores naturally enlarge, you know, as you age. You're gonna get fine lines and wrinkles and all sorts of stuff, but I do think it turned out really, really pretty and I do like it. And there's definitely some tips and tricks I'll definitely continue to use with my daily makeup routine. I really, really do like the Olay CoverGirl plus Olay Simply Ageless Foundation. Really, really pretty. And I do like the Dollar Tree, you know, anti-aging, more moisturizing concealers. They're really, really nice. I also liked the Artistry powder. I think that was really, really nice. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's things that I definitely had loved for a long time, like the bronzer and then even the L'Oreal blush. That stuff's great, and I do like the lipstick. moisturizing, but feels pretty secure. So anyway, there we go. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, go and give the video a thumbs up, share it, all that kind of stuff. Let me know down below in the comments, what did you think of today's video? What are some more anti-aging or makeup tips for aging skin, more maturing skin? Let us know down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. I do upload 7 days a week, all about budget stuff. So a lot of budget beauty. I do vlogs, I do grocery hauls, I do home care, cooking from time to time. So make sure that you do subscribe. But I do appreciate you stopping by. Another video should start autoplaying here in a moment. It might be one of mine, it might be somebody else's. But sit back, relax, enjoy, and I'll see y'all here in just a second.